This week we are going to combine our two drawings that we did last week of our warm and cool colors. So I'm going to need you to go get those two so that we can put them together. We're going to create what's called a weaving. So you're going to have to decide, one of them is going to become strips of papers, and in the other one you're going to cut some slits. Okay, so I will show you how to do both ways. You're going to see it's not that hard. So let's say I decide that I'm going to use this one right here for my my little slit to pass my strips through. Fold it in half. If you want to, you can draw a little line right here to make sure that you do not pass. You could do it on the back, that way we don't see. So I could decide this is going to be my line. You could do that with a ruler if you'd like. And then with some scissors, and of course you can ask your parents, I want you to cut some strips about the same size. You're going to go all the way to this line. Now you have to be really neat when you do this part, because if you're not very neat, it's going to be really hard for you to weave. Open up your drawing back, get that little curve out. There we go. This one's ready to go. Okay, now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to cut some strips. You could do it with some scissors, but I have a paper cutter and I'm going to use this because it goes a little bit faster. Ta-da! My strips are all cut out. Okay, you can try to keep these in order. That would actually probably be the best. So try to keep them in order like if it was a puzzle. Okay, now there we go. I'm going to put them in here, but more than likely these two on the end are not going to fit. So you could go ahead and take these out and just set them aside. I used about 1 inch, like maybe a little bit less than 1 inch when I cut. And I'm going to weave them together. So the way you weave is kind of like, if you think of this being a little worm going in and out of the grass or something, okay? Or it could be like a bridge and you lift up your bridge and a train goes under. Whatever you want to make you understand how to do this, okay? So I'm gonna start for my first one. I'm gonna go over my first line, under the second, over this third line, under the second. I'm gonna go over this fourth, under this one. Okay, and I'm gonna push it all the way. Now I'm gonna take my second strip. Now if here I went on top, this time I'm gonna go underneath. Okay, we are going to alternate. So I'm going to go under, over, under, over, under, over, and under. And you're gonna push it all the way. Okay, I'm ready for my next one. So for the next one, can I go underneath like this? Was that where I'm gonna go? No, because look, they're the same, right? So I can't do this. I have to alternate. So this time I'm gonna go over. So over the first one, under the second. And then I'm gonna keep going like this. I like to use my hand underneath to kind of pop my little lines over. It helps. There we go. And push it all the way. Now this is a really hard skill for some of us to do. Some kids and some students are going to do it with no problem at all. Other ones are going to have a hard time. If you're having a hard time, ask an adult to help you. Watch their videos together and see if they can help you out. Don't let them do it for you. I want you to learn this skill. It's an important skill to learn. And once you're done, what you can do is they can start it for you, okay? Well, I'm almost done. I only have a few more to go. So this time I'm going to go over this way. There we go. Push it, push it. And my last one. Sometimes it gets a little hard if you didn't cut enough, if your strips didn't go all the way. So you can always take your scissors and make a little slit a little bit bigger to make it easier for you. Okay, here we go. So now I'm all done. If I'm all done, I want to make sure all my bottom and my top is lined up. You're going to take a little bit of glue and you're going to glue underneath each one. Push it down, glue underneath each one so that way they don't move anymore. Once you glue the bottom, glue the top, then flip it over and do the same on the other side, okay? So I hope you guys have fun making this weaving project, and I'll see you next week.